Imagine buying your dream farm in the heart of rural America, only to discover three towering, seductive giantesses who claim you as their eternal plaything, whispering, "You're going to have sex with us," with eyes that promise ecstasy and terror in equal measure. If this tale of forbidden desire and supernatural twists grips you like it did millions across the USA and UK, hit that subscribe button now for more pulse-pounding stories that blend fantasy with raw passion. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and unlock worlds you never knew you craved. In the rolling hills of Kentucky, where the summer sun baked the earth into a golden crust and the air hummed with the lazy drone of cicadas, young entrepreneur Jake Harlan pulled up to his newly purchased farm in a dusty pickup truck, his heart swelling with the promise of a fresh start after a brutal divorce that had left him financially strained but fiercely independent. At 32, with a lean build honed from years in corporate gyms and a mind sharp from closing real estate deals, Jake had sunk every penny into this 200-acre spread, envisioning fields of corn swaying under his care, a barn converted into a modern workshop, and solitude to heal his wounded pride. The realtor had mentioned the property's unique history, but Jake dismissed it as sales fluff. Old farms always had ghost stories or quirky legends. As he stepped out, keys jingling in his hand, the farmhouse loomed before him, a weathered Victorian with peeling white paint, wraparound porch, and windows like watchful eyes. He unloaded his boxes, sweat trickling down his back, and decided to explore the barn first, its red doors creaking open to reveal stacks of hay, rusted tools, and an unexpected chill that raised goosebumps on his arms despite the heat. That's when he heard the laughter, deep, resonant, feminine giggles echoing from the loft above. "Hello," Jake called, his voice steady but curious, assuming squatters or perhaps local kids playing pranks. No answer, just more laughter, now closer, accompanied by the thud of heavy footsteps that shook the rafters. He climbed the ladder, heart pounding, and emerged into the dim light to face not intruders, but three colossal women lounging on bales of hay like queens on thrones. They were giants, each at least 12 feet tall, their bodies curvaceous and powerful, clad in tattered dresses that seemed woven from farm linens, skin glowing with an otherworldly sheen. The first, with fiery red hair cascading like flames, leaned forward, her emerald eyes locking onto his. "Well, well," she purred, voice like thunder wrapped in silk, "looks like our new master has arrived." The second, blonde and buxom, with sapphire eyes and lips curved in a mischievous smile, added, "He's cute, sisters." Smaller than the last, but feisty. The third, raven-haired with amethyst gaze, crossed her massive legs, causing the loft to creak. "You're going to have sex with us," she stated flatly, as if declaring the weather. Jake stumbled back, mind reeling. This had to be a hallucination, heatstroke from the drive, or some elaborate hoax. But as he pinched himself, the pain was real, and so were they, rising to their full height, towering over him like ancient goddesses descended from myth. They introduced themselves. Alara the redhead, ruler of passions, Mira the blonde, weaver of desires, and Nyx the dark one, guardian of secrets. They explained, in voices that vibrated through his bones, that this farm was no ordinary land. It sat on a ley line, a vein of mystical energy that had bound them here centuries ago, cursed by a vengeful witch to serve the farm's owner in eternal servitude, but with a twist. They fed on human vitality through intimate unions, growing stronger with each encounter, and in return, granting prosperity to the land. The previous owners had all succumbed, some willingly, others not, vanishing into legend or madness. Jake laughed nervously, backing toward the ladder. "This is insane. I'm calling the cops." But Alara's hand, gentle yet inescapable, scooped him up like a doll, lifting him to her eye level. "Oh, little one, you don't understand. We're the farm. Without us, the soil dies, the crops wither. But with us," she trailed off, her breath warm and intoxicating, carrying scents of wildflowers and spice. Mira chimed in, "You'll never want for anything. Wealth, health, pleasure beyond dreams." Nyx's voice turned stern. "Refuse, and we fade, but so does your dream. The curse binds us all now." Jake's mind raced. Escape. Fight. But as Alara set him down, her touch lingering, a strange heat bloomed in his veins, arousal mixed with fear. He fled to the house, barricading the door, but they didn't pursue. Instead, that night, as stars blanketed the sky, whispers seeped through the walls, promises of ecstasy that invaded his dreams, vivid visions of tangled limbs and moans that left him waking in sweat-soaked sheets, aching with need. Morning brought the first twist. The fields, barren when he arrived, now burst with sprouting corn, overnight growth defying nature. His bank app pinged. Unexpected deposits from anonymous investors, swelling his accounts. Coincidence? He doubted it. Venturing out, he found the giants in the pasture, tending animals that hadn't been there before, cows heavy with milk, chickens laying golden eggs. See, Mira cooed, bending down to offer him a basket of fruits impossibly ripe. Our gift. Jake tried resisting, focusing on repairs, but isolation amplified their allure. Alara would appear at dusk, her form silhouetted against the sunset, sharing stories of past lovers, farmers, wanderers, even a Civil War soldier, who had embraced their fate, living in bliss until old age claimed them. Mira tempted with games, her laughter infectious, leading to innocent touches that escalated into electric caresses. Nyx, the enigmatic one, revealed the curse's darker side. They weren't just giants, they were succubi bound to the land, and prolonged denial would weaken them, causing earthquakes or blights that could destroy everything. One stormy night, as lightning cracked the sky, Jake confronted them in the barn. Why me? Why not leave? Nyx's eyes flashed. We tried. The witch's spell anchors us. Only the owner's willing union renews it. But then the twist deepened. Alara confessed they had chosen him, influencing the realtor through dreams to ensure he bought the farm. You're special, Jake. Your vitality calls to us. Overwhelmed, he surrendered that night, their bodies enveloping him in a whirlwind of sensation. Alara's fire igniting passion, Myra's waves crashing in ecstasy, Nyx's shadows unveiling hidden depths. It was beyond mortal limits, hours blending into eternity, his body pushed to edges of pleasure and pain. He awoke renewed, stronger, the farm thriving like never before. But twists unraveled. Weeks later, he discovered old journals in the attic, revealing the giants weren't cursed victims but the witches themselves, shapeshifters who lured men to harvest souls for immortality. The curse was a lure, and past owners hadn't aged. They'd been drained, their essences absorbed. Panic surged. Jake plotted escape, but they sensed it, confronting him. You can't leave, Mira hissed, her form growing menacing. In a desperate bid, he uncovered a hidden ritual in the journals: fire to Alara, water to Mira, light to Nyx. Under a full moon, he enacted it, dousing Mira in the well, igniting Alara with barn flames, banishing Nyx with lanterns. Screams echoed as they shrank, dissolving into mist. The farm quieted, but as dawn broke, Jake felt empty, the land barren again. Had he won freedom or lost paradise? Months passed. He sold the property, richer but haunted. Yet in dreams, their voices returned. You'll come back. And deep down, he knew he might. The end. Not quite. Rumors spread of a new buyer, and Jake wondered if the cycle continued, giants reborn, waiting.